Good morning. This video is brought to you by Sutco Transportation. At Sutco Transportation Specialist, we understand that managing your supply chain can be a daunting task. That's why we offer end-to-end third-party logistics solutions to help you streamline your operations and grow your business. Our experienced team will work closely with you to understand your unique needs and develop a customized logistics plan that meets your specific requirements. Head over to sutcotransportation.ca and get a free quote right now. Good morning. I already said that, didn't I? Good morning again anyway. Here's our load. We're on Allison Pass. So Allison Pass is just behind us. So we just went past the summit and then we're headed down toward Hope Slide. This is our load from Porcupine, just north of Salmo. Same load I showed you guys on Friday. It hasn't come apart any further than it is. Some of the wrap is doing the flappy flap thing, but weather's nice, should be okay. And for those of you asking how often I wash my truck, the answer is I washed it once in the last 3 years. Unfortunately, there's like no truck wash. We live in an apartment. No truck wash in Penticton I can get to. Used to be the Husky one, but I haven't tried it since they shut down. They might be open again. But yeah, you can't even bring the whole truck in there. You got a bobtail in, but it's a nuisance to go anywhere and get a truck wash. If it was easy somewhere to get a truck wash, I would do it all the time. But in fact, if somebody in Penticton wanted to wash the truck, I'd let them do that too. But like I said, I need to put you guys up on the other side. We live in an apartment. I can't park the truck at home even. No garden hoses or nothing. If the boss paid me during the week to wash the truck, I'd be a fan of that too. Excuse me. Whew. But I'm not going to go wash my truck on the weekend because my weekend is way too busy as it is. Like, I had no time to myself this weekend at all. It was just go, 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 go the whole time. There was no sit back and rest. This weekend was just a reset and then go again. But we're on vacation after this, so I'm not complaining. I'm just saying some of these weekends are pretty short. Especially after the last couple of weekends where they were long. On those long weekends, if the boss paid me to go wash the truck, I'd do that too. Right now, the only way I could wash the truck on a weekend would be to grab a mop and bucket and wash the truck on the side street in the industrial area of town somewhere. It just doesn't work here, or the route I'm running and where I live. And the route I drive over here, I've never seen a sign somewhere that says truck wash, other than Princeton has an outdoor wand that you could wash your truck at. So what we'll rely on is some good winter snow to clean everything off. So this section of highway gets pretty aggressive in corners. It's some of the least forgiving sections of Highway 3 that there is. Lots of truck accidents, car accidents, RVs, motorcycles. A lot of carnage happens on this section of highway. Let's hope it's a boring one today and we see no carnage. Only seen one flipped upside down semi-trailer today so far. And that was down by Whipsaw. Super important to listen to the suggested speed limits on Highway 3 in the mountains over here. If you're a new trucker, first time coming through the British Columbia mountains, take her easy going downhill. It's okay if you have a long lineup of traffic behind you, as long as you use pullouts to let people by. Just take your time and really follow the suggested speed signs. Coming up to the gnarliest corners pretty quick here. Also looking for black bears. I haven't seen a lot in this area this year. In past years, there's been lots of black bears in this area this time of day. It's like 5 p.m. But this year I have not seen a lot of them here, but I'm still always looking. this is downhill. But there's some climbs like this. I know the video doesn't do it justice here, but we're definitely climbing right now. It's only a 5 or 6% grade climb, but with a load as heavy as I am, she's a little hard. And then we got straight cliff down on one side and straight cliff up on the other side. Funny thing is, these corners here have the least amount of accidents compared to the other higher speed corners. It is smoky today again. We had smoke all weekend long. It started on Friday and it's still smoky here today. We're supposed to get a thunderstorm tonight. We'll see what that does, if that adds to the smoke with lightning and forest fires, or if that knocks some of the smoke down. We got 2 or 3 cars behind us. There might be more, but it's as many as I can see around the corners. We've got a passing lane coming up over here. We'll let them go. So we have to deliver this tomorrow morning in Surrey, and then I have no idea. I have no idea what the rest of my week looks like. I have reminded the boss I am on vacation. So one of those cars behind us must have pulled over, because we only got one left behind us. And they'll zoom by us here, and earlier in the day it was super heavy traffic, but it seems to have calmed down a bit now. Grab a bunch of gears here because we got a 50-kilometer corner. And then the flats over here is actually quite beautiful. So this what do you call a watershed? There we go. This watershed all goes into the Skagit River. We've actually crossed the Skagit River a couple times. Here the Skagit River heads off to the left while we make a hard right. And I'm told there's a road down here that's a beautiful drive along the Skagit River, which I am now really wanting to drive down. Right over here, the left-hand side. Follow that road. way down the valley. Always find this section of the highway so beautiful. Winter or summer, it's always just so gorgeous. And of course, we can't drive this section of the road and not show you guys Hope Slide. Done it a couple times before, but I think we'll do it again. We'll drive up to the Hope Slide rest area and give you guys a viewpoint of the slide. Call that the end of the video. I think that's a good idea. Beautiful slide right at the end. I don't know if you call a slide beautiful, but definitely magnificent. Awesome as in awe of how much rock moved down that mountain. Sun's starting to set on us, just above the mountains. On the right hand side you see glimpses of Engineer Road here already, but there's a pullout right here, and you can actually walk up the original Engineers Road built by Edgar Dewdney. The trail went all the way from Fort Hope to Fort Steele. It's actually past Fort Steele. I just can't remember the town's name or maybe it was a mine's name or something like that. Man, beautiful, 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 vibrant colors over here. I'm not ready for winter, but I think winter will be here in a month or so. I'm gonna start getting snow. I mean, we already got snow, but start getting snow on a little bit of the lower elevation, some of the lower passes. Yeah, they're stacking more and more rock over here. Definitely stockpiling rocks. I don't know why. They're stockpiling rocks there. Past this guy because our brake check's coming up right after this valley, so Sunshine Valley. RV park is actually surprisingly busy this time of year. It was less populated in the middle of summer than now. That's interesting. So as soon as we go around this mountain on the right hand side, we see our first glimpse of Hope Slide. Right there it is. It's Hope Slide peeking out at the top corner there. Now here we have to gain altitude. Go a lot higher than the old highway used to be because we have to drive up and over that slide because the mountain came down from the right hand side all the way through the valley and up to the left hand side here. Always got to be careful coming up here with a big rig because people don't expect the big semi coming up here. Sometimes I sleep over here. And the rocks that we're right on top of is how far the slide came over to this side. We're going to park amongst the rocks. All right. Jump out and take a look. There we go. There's some people hiking in the rocks over there, but basically, yeah, mountain up there that all came down and sits in the valley over here now. A little breezy out here. I have the windsock on the microphone, so it's going to be a good test to see how the audio does in wind with the windsock. I'm going to just run up this pile of old pavement. Okay, maybe not run, slowly crawl up it. There we go, Hope Slide. Now, if that's not a good thumbnail, I don't know what is. Pretty spectacular. I know I tried showing this last time, but you can actually see a bit of the original highway down there going underneath into the slide. I know I got it wrong last time too. 4 people died in the slide. 2 people are still under the slide. They never unburied them because they're just too deep, too far down. And slowly trees are starting to grow on it, because when it was fresh, there was no trees growing in there at all. And no trees growing in down here because this is all rock. And none of the small trees growing in there. It was just all just naked gray, red rock. The natives always called the mountain that moves. I believe that's what they, or maybe that's the Frank slide. I might be mixing up my slides. But yeah, it makes you wonder, all the highways we drive down through, all the valleys, the narrow valleys we're driving through, how many of those have a big fault just like this one, waiting to come down. And I hope not to be near it when it does come down, because you know it's a matter of time before another one happens somewhere. I know of 3 big ones like this. This one here, Frank Slide, and then there's another one in the Rockies. If you go halfway up between Banff and Jasper and head out into Alberta or into the prairies, whatever road that road is, there's another huge slide like that over there that I know of. Looks like the kids come and play with quads on this. Big pile of old pavement. How do I know it's old pavement? Because there's a yellow center line. There's a bunch of yellow center lines, even white center line or fog lines mixed in. Anyhow, I'm gonna call it a day there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna pull my cameras down, head down into Vancouver, get this unloaded tomorrow morning, and then your guess is as good as mine. We'll find out tomorrow. Thanks again to Stutco for sponsoring our video here. I am out of here. You guys rock.